NCR Voyix, based out of Atlanta, Georgia, is a technology company serving the retail and restaurant industries and transforming the future of commerce. But behind all of the software and services we deliver, we have our people. While we're headquartered in Midtown Atlanta, we've got offices and employees around the globe working in engineering, research, design, strategy, and more. With our talented and diverse employee population and exciting and cutting-edge work they do, we wanted to explore each of our employees better on an individual level and take a deep dive with them, not just a quick look. Welcome to Not Just a Quick Look. I'm your host, Jenny Reinick. I'm here today with another great NCR Voyix employee, Milo Simic. Milo, welcome to the show.
Nice to be on your show. I'm super excited I got invited and to be here today. Yeah.
Awesome. So start us off by sharing what it is that you currently do in your role here at NCR Voyix.
hmm Currently, I'm a part of our enterprise risk team within our legal department, and I manage our global ESG, sustainability, and corporate responsibility strategy for NCR Voix.
Excellent. And how would you describe that to a small child?
Oh, well, I guess I help. Um, I would say that I help our company be kind to the planet and fair to people. Yeah.
Excellent. Love that answer. Tell me the story of how you ended up at what used to be NCR originally.
Well, I was actually already in technology before I joined NCR, and I actually had a really good, great coworker at that previous company that I stayed in contact with after we both left. And she actually called me one day and she said, there's this awesome American company opening their office in Belgrade, and you should join. And then I looked through all of the job vacancies, applied, got interviewed and accepted. And actually, at the time, I was thinking, because I already came from a corporate environment, which I didn't believe could give me what I needed in my life. And I was
Right.
thinking, yeah, this will be a cute experience for my CV, and I'll spend here one summer. So what was supposed to be a 6 month summer job turned into, well, here we are talking 12 years later.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And what did you originally join NCR to do?
Oh, I joined as the role was called Global um, Service Call Management. And I was a call management agent, which basically meant handling our top customers and their requests, service requests with the company. So yeah, that was my first role. A pretty entry
Awesome.
level role. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And then while you were doing that, I saw that you became the brand ambassador lead for Serbia. So what got you interested in doing that and helping out with that?
Mm. Well, I was always interested in giving back to the community and volunteerism, and that's actually what attracted me to the brand ambassador program. And since it was volunteering role, right, your like extracurricular activity at work, um, I enjoyed it because it also gave me the opportunity to like meet people from different teams and orgs within the company. And yeah, that's how I joined. And I guess I took the initiative, which was recognized. And so I became the location lead for the brand ambassador program.
I remember the brand ambassador program when I joined, and it was very popular and also, as you said, a great way to meet people who are in other departments besides your own.
Yep.
Um, so then how did you go from working on global call management all the way into your role now. I know you've sat in many different
Oh,
spots in the organization.
yeah, yeah. Well, it was, I guess during my time at the Global Coal Management team, we went through several org changes where during one of those, the two teams actually got connected into one larger team, which had like over 100 people in it. And um, well, I basically recognized the opportunity for someone to cross-train all those people on, what the other team was doing. And I had a conversation with my management manager back then, and they gave me the opportunity to be like the internal onboarding and learning subject matter expert. That's what it was called, which also opened me the doors to the corporate learning and training team because we had to work in sync. And that's when I actually also became the location lead of the ambassador program you mentioned.
Mhm.
And again, through that, I met the current manager of the program, who was, as it happens, looking into refreshing and relaunching and rebranding the ambassador program. And somehow the opportunity happened, and I signed up, and I fully transitioned into what was back then marketing and corporate communications team to like revamp our ambassador program. And so I left the global services delivery org behind, joined the corporate marketing team, and started working in that role. Um, and we did some really great things with the program. But then, as the fate would have it, the only constant is change, right? The program got moved from the marketing org into the human resources organization.
Mhm.
And then I actually found myself working with all of these wonderful people who are actually in charge of all of our people. Um, and the priorities shifted. I was working on a couple of different special projects in HR, which actually gave me the opportunity to join forces with our ethics and compliance team to work on this code of conduct revamp project, which is how I met my future manager, our enterprise risk um, enterprise risk chief officer. um, because he was looking into starting a sustainability program for the company, which never existed before. And I saw that as an opportunity, and to further develop my skills, and also to kind of get back to the what initially drew me to the ambassador program, which was engaging with the community, giving back to the community. And so that's how I ended up being part of the enterprise risk management team, and
Right,
being in my role for the last 3.5 years.
right. Excellent. So you work on managing our global environmental, social, and governance program and our sustainability strategy.
Hmm.
Um, can you talk a little bit about like what that means specifically for NCR Voyix and how NCR Voyix works to be a more sustainable organization?
Sure. What it means is basically um, trying to trying to protect the nature through everything we do, both internally and externally, which means, from physical footprint to our products that we put out in the world, and the way they are used or decommissioned in the end, um, the entire life cycle. And then making sure that everyone is treated fairly, again, both internally and externally, and in the communities where we work and live. um, and in the end, I guess helping company follow the rules, because we are a global company in 20 something countries. Um, so many people working at the company. And so, yeah, you have to stay on top of all of the regulations and guidelines in all of these different areas. So that's what it actually means.
Excellent. Yeah, and I know you said that the thing that initially drew you to the ambassador program was your love of volunteering. What is it specifically that you love about volunteering?
I guess it's the fact that when you do something like, you volunteer your hours or your knowledge or your skill or whatever, um, you don't give that much, but then it actually multiplies and it adds on. So when all of us give a little, it becomes this huge, important, and impactful thing. And I guess that's what I like about it. And the way that people come together around, for a good cause to make a positive impact on something. Um, I guess that, yeah, the people coming together
Yeah, definitely.
where it matters. Yeah.
I also love volunteering. And I have found throughout the years that I like to feel useful
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I volunteer at the zoo here in Atlanta,
Hmm.
and I've like I've volunteered in various different places around the zoo,
Hmm.
and some of them I feel like I'm more so in the way than I'm helping. So
Right.
I don't volunteer in those spaces as much anymore. And then other spaces I'm like, oh, they really need me here. So I like to feel needed and I like to feel useful and volunteering
Yeah.
really kind of gives that to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we're pretty close, and that may be the millennial thing. We need to make an impact that
Yes.
matters. Like that's the front and center goal. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Speaking of being a millennial,
Hmm.
can you tell me a little bit about your background, like where you're from and where you went to school and what you studied?
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that's an interesting one because I like to say for myself that I'm a Renaissance guy in the digital world, because that perfectly sums up all of my different, interests and avenues I was exploring through my education and also professional path. But yeah, I was born in and I grew up in a small, tiny town in eastern Serbia, which has like I guess 15, 16 thousand people. And I then moved for my high school to the Serbian capital, to Belgrade. And that's where I flourished. That's where I realized all of the things that I'm interested in, I can actually try and learn or try and do. And that's where I completed my education, which was initially supposed to be a vocational dental high school, um, because I wanted to be the one making the prosthetics and dentures, which for some reason didn't happen. So I ended up finishing the meteorological and geological high school, which is also funny because I kind of made a full circle today, working in working in with sustainability as my day job. But yeah, I mostly tried out all of my interests while in Belgrade. I dabbled in journalism, design, sales, also in some natural sciences, and yeah, I started working at NCR. For the last 5 years, I've been living as an expat in Prague, in Czech Republic. Um, and yeah, still with NCR.
Right, right. Yeah, I really loved in your growth journey story when you said that millennials witnessed the change from analog to digital, because that's
It's true.
definitely how I felt growing up. Like we saw how things needed to be done before you had the world at your fingertips with a smartphone, and now
Yeah.
we don't have to, because there's also like I would watch like Disney Channel movies, and like the adults would be getting like their bills in the mail, and they would be like balancing their checkbooks, and I would be like, oh, I'm gonna have to do all that stuff when I'm an adult. And now I'm like, oh, now I can just like pay my bills with a tap of my finger using an app on my phone. It really,
Right.
adulthood was not what I pictured, thanks to the
Yeah,
digital world.
agree, agree, agree. It's true. And we actually, it was funny, yeah, because, when you're native to things like phone books and libraries to do
Hmm.
for the research, like the newspapers and, even the, TV program channels were printed out.
Yes,
I
yes.
remember that as well. Yeah,
The
and
TV
then
guide.
TV guides. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think it's a unique perspective that we have on the world today.
Right, exactly. And we would always have to watch like commercials when we were watching our TV programs, and now you can just like
Skip.
pay a little bit extra to not see any ads at all.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Um, so speaking of the like, move from analog to digital,
Hmm.
what is a futuristic invention that you wish existed right now and why?
Oh, oh, I have so many. Are you ready?
Yes, yes.
It's, well, the first one would probably be like the cooling or heating clothes. It's like I really need that because I'm really bad with hot temperatures. So like
Yes.
why the hell we don't have this like a cooling jacket, some
Right.
technology that will just make you cool right next to you, I don't
Yes.
want to have my fan all the time. But
Right.
besides that, maybe smart contact lenses, like smart
Hmm.
um glasses, but why not do the contact lenses? That would be
Right.
cool. And then some of these might probably already be, people starting to develop these things, but definitely the thing I'd love to have would be a self-cleaning or, shape-shifting house. That would be
Mm,
super cool
yes.
to not have to do all the construction work or cleaning
Yes.
work, but then be able to. Oh, and the food replicator. You know the I think it was, yeah, the Fifth Element, the Mila Jovovich scene where she puts that peel in this like microwave oven thing, and then
Yeah.
it's a full-blown turkey with all the side dishes and garnishing and everything. Yeah,
Right.
that would be super cool because I love food, and that would make things way easier. Um, then maybe dream recorders, because I'm one of those
Ooh.
people that I don't actually remember my dreams ever.
Right. Right.
And I think the dreams are like the most unique, wild experience that a human can have. And so I kind of miss that. So I would really love for this dream recording machine to exist.
Yes. You
um,
could analyze it the next day.
yeah, 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 yeah. Because I think so much creativity is wasted on not remembering those dreams.
Right. Right.
But
Exactly.
yeah, I have many more, but that would be my top list.
Yeah, those are all great. I would love a self-cleaning house. I mean, it makes me think again of Disney Channel movies when they had Smart House and like
Right.
he like spilled a smoothie on the floor and then it just got like sucked up into the floor and it was
Yeah.
clean. And I was like, wow, that's gonna be my house in the future, I bet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's almost like magic. Yeah.
Can you share a project or accomplishment from your 12 years here that you're really proud of?
Mm, only one. And I'm saying this from a humble
Right, right. You're like, I have one every day,
stand.
but
No, it's just because I don't think there's, a win too small. I'm really big on wins because I'm somewhat, well, not somewhat. I am competitive.
mhm, mhm.
And
Goal
no win.
oriented, yeah.
Yeah, and no win is too small. I think we should all, because we were, forget about that. When you're a child, every little thing you do, everyone's go, "Oh, bravo! You're so good! You did it!" And then we forget about that as we grow old. But
Yes.
every win we should remember and celebrate. But I guess y- y- maybe revamping the ambassador program, and
Hmm.
making it a fully blown global employee engagement, volunteering, and community engagement program. And also setting up our global sustainability program. I guess there's this common theme of program management with me and making
Right.
things from scratch or reinventing them. But yeah, those two, if I have to pick. If I have to
Yeah.
pick one, it would be those two.
Right, right. No, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, creating programs that are going to have an impact on the whole company, and then
Hmm.
those programs will also have an impact outside of the company. So I definitely see why
Yeah.
those are highlights. What would you say is your favorite thing about your role here at NCR Voyix?
Oh, um, it's gonna sound like a cliche, but
Hmm.
people, and I can probably elaborate. People, but like the opportunity to meet and work with so many different people from so many different professions and with so many different backgrounds from so many different countries. um, people in that sense. And then, of course, the fact that they're all good people as well.
Hmm.
But yeah, that would be the thing. I think. Um, a chance to work with so many different people and to learn so many different things about the company and about those people at the same time. So that's what I liked about it. It brings this dynamic to my everyday job. So yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I feel like that's where I end up learning the most is from people who have different backgrounds and experiences, and then they
yeah,
bring new life lessons to the table for me.
exactly. I mean, you learn constantly through people, and of course, it happens even like within your own team because it's you have this common goal, common topic, but then the real thing happens when you talk to someone who's not from your immediate circle. So
Right.
yeah,
Right. Exactly.
different org, different continent, different office. Yeah.
Right. For sure. Um, what do you like to do for fun outside of work?
Oh, I like to travel a
Hmm.
lot.
Hmm.
An avid traveler or globetrotter, whatever the word is. But yeah, I like to travel. It doesn't have to be like, luxurious or a tropical adventure trip. It can be a trip, just a neighboring city that I haven't been to.
Hmm.
But to be on the move, to see something new, to explore different, new streets, try new things, see new things, that's like I'm always chasing that.
Right. Right.
Next adventure. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite travel destination or a favorite place you've been to?
Well, I guess
Where should I go next?
one that's too hard. I can always go to Spain, south of
Hmm.
Spain, and south of Portugal. Um, and I guess something tropical like Seychelles or, because
Ooh.
I
Hmm.
love the intact nature and yeah, they have nice weather over there.
Right. Right. Um, what do you speak? What languages do you speak besides English?
Oh, well, I speak Serbian, English, un poco de español, and I wouldn't starve on a street in France. So,
Cool.
yeah,
Excellent. I'm sure that comes in handy when you travel, having a couple languages that you can lean back on.
it does. It does. Oh, well, and yeah, I forgot Czech because
Right, right.
yeah.
Like, yeah, I've picked up some of it living here and all.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, what advice would you give to a younger person who's just kind of starting out in their career?
Oh, don't.
Don't start,
um,
just travel.
yeah, don't start. Just travel. It's a trap. Yeah. Well, I guess I, like yeah. The top advice would be be open to everything and anything.
Mhm.
And I mean, that's too broad. So I'm gonna say that, you should, as you start and as you're young, look at me talking like I'm a 50-year-old. Um, but test for direction, I did it the hard way. I did it throughout my actual schooling years and then throughout my early career days, switching actual careers. But take summer jobs, fixed term contracts or project based engagements, and just figure out what's your direction during that time when you have actually less responsibilities, either back at home or at those jobs, and you have less accountability in the end.
Right.
So be open to exploring different venues, different professions. I guess that would be in those terms, be open to everything and anything, just so that you can find your direction and where you want to be. And then I guess another piece of advice would be to get good at learning fast.
Hmm.
Which is way a lot easier today than it
Yes,
was when we started.
it's
So,
true.
being able to adapt quickly, to unlearn, to reskill, um, and it actually isn't that hard with all the, YouTube and AI and tools available out there today. Yep.
Exactly. That's great advice. Yeah, and trust us, kids. It's easier now than it was before. You don't have to go to the library to do your research.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, Milo, thanks so much for joining us on Not Just a Quick Look today. And we really enjoyed having you.
I really enjoyed being your guest, and I'm looking forward to listening to this episode.
Yes, me too. And I'm sure our listeners are as well. Not Just a Quick Look is a production of NCR Voyix Corporation. Thank you to all of our NCR Voyix employees who have participated as a guest on the show. Our producer is Julia Ogilvy. Our editor is Mattia Yermich. Our theme music is by Clay Jenkin. Our cover art is by Ariana Cole. Our website is ncrvoyix.com. That's ncrvoyix.com. Any opinions stated in Not Just a Quick Look are those of the podcast guest and or host, not NCR Voyix Corporation. Subscribe to our show to get updates about new episodes. Thank you for listening to Not Just a Quick Look, available wherever you get your podcast. Copyright NCR Voyix Corporation 2025. All rights reserved.